welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Isaac Brown, he's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week you saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back, setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the offseason. And the incredible part is he's putting so much production out every single game. When the defense knows he's getting the ball each and every play, it still doesn't matter. At this point, nobody can stop him.
They'll run Isaac Brown to the right. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
When you talk Louisville offense, it's Isaac Brown, right? Everything goes through him and his ability to run the football. This guy's a home run hitter, toting the rock, catching the football. He's the guy, David, each and every week defenses have to key in on, and no question this year he is going to be the focal point of this Cardinals offense.
Nobody at the running back spot puts more fear in defenses than Brown. Like, this guy has so much speed. He can make you miss. He erases angles. You saw him several years ago coming as a freshman.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Selling the fake. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Hughes. And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first down. So Wake Forest's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes Gio Lopez. Tough day in that last loss. Threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Here's Lopez to throw. Fires left. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. They'll need a bunch on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Hernandez. Looking for room at the 30. All kinds of room to the right. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
7-0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hughes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Sells the run, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Off play action. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. picked off. What a play to set him up. Whoop, intercepted, and he's got a convoy with it. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to slam it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Barrels ahead. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Trying to punch it in. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Nice move there. Open space at the 25. A really productive run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Cardinals come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Hughes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Off play action on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They're in the gun on 3rd down. It's Lopez. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. On play action. Look out! And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lopez finds his target. Runs through a tackle. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. And the Demon Deacons have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, it's Wiggins. Oh, he's got some... Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Sells to run, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This is just what they wanted. It's a fumble on the play. He picks it up, still on his feet. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Red pass, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Throwing, Lopez. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Foley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd down, here's Brown. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Sells the run, looking to pass. Under pressure. Got his man. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
And man, oh man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Like, last possession was your 4th pick, and coming out, throwing again. They've got to find some way to settle this dude down.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the 1st down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. The play fake. Buying time to his right. And he can't complete the 1st pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. A nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll move the wide receiver. Out wide left, it's Davis. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Long way to go on second down. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Keeps it moving, it's Wiggins. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Second and long here. Lopez to pass. They're all over him. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
From the gun, third down, Gio Lopez. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He will field this in his end zone. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Cardinals in the hurry-up.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Sells to fake.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Hand off for Brown. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's Lopez to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Wiggins. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it down the field.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Right side, it's Davis. Breaks into the open. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On the run, it's Wiggins. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Lopez. Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Hughes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Going to the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Out wide left, it's Hughes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Demon Deacons use their 2nd timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. A give to Brown. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the heat, and he gets it away.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quick give. It's Wiggins. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Rides to the back. It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On the gun on 3rd down, Lopez. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Cardinals will kick it away to start the 2nd half. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Lopez from the gun on third down. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To send the tight end in motion. Running inside, it's Wiggins. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keep it on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Demon Deacons come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Got it looking for a first. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Got enough for the first down. Gets away from one. He's got space. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Hits inside, it's Wiggins. They were all over it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They give it back to him. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And the Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Looks it in. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back.
It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. And that one will give them the lead.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller. You're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
And now this offense will take the field again. Throwing, Lopez. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Hernandez. At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
You know it's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They give it to him again. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Lopez wants to fire. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's a sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Making the adjustment on the play. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He's got enough. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. First down, right back to Brown. Turning it on. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Handoff, Isaac Brown. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Give to Brown. Sweet cut there. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. The fake wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Cardinals, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Off play action on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Wiggins. There he goes. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Demon Deacons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Lopez to pass. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And the quarterback gets hit again. You already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Changing the routes with his receiver. Hand off for Brown. He's past the sticks. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Long way to go on second down. Here's Lopez to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo. Now from inside the red zone. Rush is on. Just gets rid of that one.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Lopez wants to fire. Rush right in his face. Forced him to get rid of it on 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, they're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. This offense starts deep in a hole. Tells the run, wants to pass. And he avoids the sack.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
A give to Brown. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. He's changing the play. One more time, it's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davis. Trying to take it back. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He's got the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Line getting set on 2nd down. Lopez, looking down the middle, makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Lopez to pass. Look out. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again. On the move. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And the Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up. They're in the gun on 3rd down. It's Lopez. Touchdown, Wake. Quick strike through the air for the score.
nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Soft spot in the middle. At the 20, he's got space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Louisville! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Throwing, Lopez. Under pressure. Right side, it's Davis. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
Face mask penalty costs the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Drops back on first down. Makes the grab. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Second down, gonna throw it. Extending the play. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the gun. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Hand off, Isaac Brown. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Just got rid of that one. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe.